What's going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 17 of the sealed only challenge known as the Playmaker Journey. The deck is officially competitive now. It's been topping extravaganzas. Now, two things that I wanted to share. First of all, we have these beautiful field centers that the Corian is making. They'll soon be arriving to me, and I'll be finding a way to give them away to you guys. So subscribe to the channel and also join our Discord to keep an eye on so you can get your hands in one of these very soon. And also, Oddeye Studios been organizing some tournaments. It's very fun, it's very cool. So if you're interested in participating, once again, join the Discord. Now, since we won our challenge on the last week, we have 10 extra bucks to spend. So we have 70 bucks. So let's go into the Vrains. Guys, last week we finally got ourselves the first mining, which is a blessing, I won't lie. And today we start with this beautiful playmat, and I really like you can see here, Honeybot, never gonna summon. Yeah, we did summon. And here, our former boss monster here. So since we got ourselves the first mining, instead of going again into two 2020 Megatins, I decided to go into only one this week, because then there are some other things that I would like to try at least get now instead of having to wait for the future Megatin. So we have these three. We also have our 4 packs of the 2019 Megatin, looking for the Ibli. And to finish it off, I have 3 special editions of Ignition Assault. So I'm going to take this out of the packs so I can have the booster packs. And we can start. So yeah, here we have the promos, nothing that we are caring much about. So I think I'm gonna start with Ignition Assault because it's the one that we most have packs. And interestingly enough, we're only looking for, hey, look, what you're up to, huh? We are basically, oh, this is one of your friends. We are looking for the cover card, actually. Gravity Controller. Interesting. Our rare. Oh yeah, I forgot the rares exist. And a Kujikiri Curse. Well, not the card we are looking for. I'm gonna open one full special edition, then we go making a cool go-arounds. So we have a Charge Up Heraldry. Tie Strike, I hear. Remember to subscribe or this is what he will do to you. Mutually Friend Destruction. I remember those girls from like first. Magician Structure deck. Ancient Warrior Saga. Sun Li Alu, the Alliance. And we have a effect monster, a Jacobolan. Then we have a Water Leviathan at Ignister. Very cool. Veteran the Winds of Mischief, Megalith Portal, and Hiari at Ignister. We're getting a lot of Ignister cards, huh? Okay. And the last pack of the first special edition. We have a Matching Outfits, another Doshin at Ignister. Chromaly, 2-Spy Rocket. Chromaly is getting support, by the way. Dharma Dropper. A Annihilator Archfiend, and our last holo is a Megalith Ophiel. Wow, only supers. I remember we used to get like more. You can get ultras and secrets normally. Like if I remember correctly, we did get in our first special editions. So this one, sadly, nothing to add. Let's go our first 2019 Mega Pack. So we have a Link Streamer. I can read the card. Trickster Bouquet. Cybernetic Overflow. Common. We have foils from Dual Overload. FA Winners. World Legacy Nightmare. Watchcat. A rare is a Wee Witch Apprentice. Our super is a Trickster Bella Madonna, and the Ultra, I believe the Ultra is the one that we care about. Okay, it's a spell, it's going to be a Sky Striker, Widow Anchor, and a Band Nightmare Mermaid. Okay, So we have Patchwork, Fluffal, Clock Wyvern. Okay, the first Clock Wyvern. I do think... Whoa, this for the challenge deck is very interesting. And maybe the Link Streamer as well. Vampire, Red Baron, Sky Striker. Ooh, a fusion. A Cyberse fusion. Okay, I'll have to take a look on those, because maybe for the challenge deck they might be very interesting. Okay, let's go here and try to get the second Cyanide Mining. So we have a Dino Wrestler, another Sunlight Wolf. Before they were non-existent, now we have 4. Dino Wrestler Giga, Tyrant Dino Fusion, Teni Adhara. Our first super is an Evil Eye Repose. Okay, it's a spell. I'm gonna do that trick where I leave it here. So we have a Strength and Immunity, not the import cool card that we would look for. And they win the Wind Charmer. Okay, and the secret is a War Legacy Monstrosity. Spirit Sculptor, Dreamed, Dino Wrestler, Jelly Cannon, Marine Sea Angel, Gladiator, and Fury of Fire. And... Can it be? Can it be? Yeah, of course not. It's a Gladiator rejection. Just like last time. Back to the Ignition Assault, Cataclysmic, Time Thief, Retrograde, Cupid Surge, Bururu at Ignister, and oh my, oh boy, this is good. The Linguribo I was looking for this card. We got ourselves a ultra rare, and it's a Linguribo that we needed. Nice, we don't need to wait for the next wave of Megatins then. Oh, we still want another one from this pack, so let's keep digging. Wow, Linguribo. Okay, this opening, I'm feeling it. We might get some cool stuff. So we got Altergeist, Crusadia card, Reverend Jet Evolution, Dual Links. This was crazy. Golki, Backup Operator, Trickster Mandrake, and we have a Center Frog. We have a spell, a Crossbreed. The Ultra now, that's what we are okay, it's a spell, so not what we want. Another Widowmaker. Oh wow. Okay. And our last card is a secret effect monster, is a Mana Dragon Zenitron. I have no idea what this is. Never seen this before. Gravekeeper, Sparta, Thunder Dragon, Eternal Galaxy, and Galaxy Brave. Okay. This wasn't as good as it could be. Ignition Assault, because we have many of those. Sorry, because now we want a super from Ignition Assault, that being the cover card. Light Dragon at Ignister. We got a Dionuribo at Ignister. Mutually Megalith, Karakiri Cash-In, another Annihilator, and okay, it's a Synchro, so a Winged Pegasus probably. Yes, as I imagine, Winged Pegasus at Ignister. Not the at Ignister we are looking for, at least that I am looking for. Let's do like this so we can have like a 1 and 1 and 1. We are finishing the second special edition of Ignition Assault. Bellcat Fighter, Megalith Phaleg, oh! This card's very interesting. Quite happy that I opened. I didn't know it came here as a rare. Nice. And oh, another... Okay, it's a Karakuri at least, not the... Another Winged Pegasus at Ignister. But hey, I wanted this card. Of course, why would I pay the few cents it is worth if I can pay like 7 euros for it? Okay, so we have all of these now, and this is quite long, so let's just run over now. Doshin at Ignister, Tie Strike, Eye Shadow, this is the Eye Pack. Monster, Sky Striker Ace Rose, oh no. It is not the Starlight What, the Starlight Lightning Storm that I wanted? Oh no. 2020 Megatin? Come on, come to dad. So we have Rocket Synchron, Hita, the Fire Charmer, World Legacy Guard Dragon, Dino Wrestler, Guard Dragon, Cataclysm, Madoshi, Teacher, Pendulum Halt, it's a spell. Can we have another spell? It is not. Astra Goals. Can we have a good Ultra Rare? Marincess, Corral, okay, and okay, Infinite Track. Last card, Link Monster, Dragunity Knight Romulus. Wow, I think this is the first time that I open this card. And our Dragon Link package starts to get stronger with every booster we open. Oh wow. 2019 now. Let's see. Goki Giant Ogre, Vendread Daybreak, Cosmo Brain Dual Links card, Boycotton, Zero Extra Link, Goki Bear Hug, and we go for the hollows. We have a DDD Flame High King Genghis, and Link Monster, Topologic Tris Bane, okay, and Heritage of the Chalice as the secret. Oh well, this was bad. Yeah, this spec was very bad. Charge Up Heraldry, I know I is cooking something up, Bellcat, Anti-Warrior Saga and Utgarda Generator, okay, Night Lives Cat, Hiari, Atgnister, not much. Final pack of Ignition Assault. So, another mutually affirmed destruction, Resurgam Xyz, Gravity Controller, another Cross Sheep, very cool. It's a Ritual, Megalith, Ophiel, Link Party, Karakuri Double Edge, Link Party. Well, let's go Order 2019 now. So we have a Mamemaki, Link Devotee, okay. It's interesting, but I wouldn't use it. Terrifying Toddler, Link Turret, FA Dark Dragster, Staring Contest, Incantation, come on Ibli, oh it's a Link Monster, okay. Nightmare Griffin, and the spell, another Heritage, oh my god. Bruh. These packs. And our last pack of the day. We have, let's see. I'll ignore the commons because we've seen those. Okay, it's a spell, guys. Can it be the second mining? It's not that much text. Yes! Yes! Oh my god! We got it! Oh my Jesus! Second mining! Nice! Oh boy, Psychic Wielder and Dirge and Draco Berserker of the Tanny. Okay. So yeah, everything else, whatever. Look at this opening, guys. We got a Linguring, a second Signet Mining, we got Clock Wyvern that can be used. And this is what we are gonna go for this week. Can you point out the changes? Yes, that's the card on screen. And obviously, the second Signet Mining. And we are also adding the Linguring, taking out the Firewall Exceed Dragon, no reason to continue to play it. Side deck, no changes whatsoever. The reason I added this is because since now we have two minings, we can use it as a discard fogger for the mining. It's a free discard, and when we get Ibli, it's going to be part of the combo to prevent the Ibli from crashing. And now let's just jump right into some not quality gameplay. And our first match is going to be against JCZ from the Discord, obviously, and he's playing Crusadia Dragon Link, the one deck that I doesn't let me talk about, but that I do think we have a bunch of cards to make it, minus a few exceptions. So he's going to do a lot of Dragon Link shenanigans, and I'm going to jump that because it's a long run. So he finished with a Seals, a Savage with 4 counters, and a Hope Harbinger. Okay, we can still deal with that. So we're going to start with a Dotscaper and a Monster Reborn that won't be negated, and that was kind of one of my hopes, but it's okay. We get the Crusadia Spada, and now we can link Shokan into the Salamangreat Baylings and have a lot of triggers. He's going to answer that with his Heavenly Spheres, which will bounce our Baylings, which will negate the ability of Parallel Exceed of going to the board, and then he's going to trigger his Spheres to get a Amorphage Sloth, which turns down our extra deck, and I scoop it up at that point. Game 2, we are going first, and things go a little bit different. We start with Dotscaper into Baylings, having the both triggers. We get the Sanctuary and Baylings back, linking Infraflyer to go into Splash Mage. Splash Mage can summon a monster, go Transcode Talker, brings the Splash Mage back, Monster Reborn, just get another monster, and Firewall Pass, plus of course Silent Conflict, plus a Called by the Grave. He goes Maximus into Magias and goes for Quick Launch. We negate that with Conflict, so he cannot activate the second copy from his hand. Imagine if the card was once per turn. He tries to go for a Abzararter. We are going to Call by the Grave, so he sets a Fog Blade and a Quick Launch. We have a Parallel Exceed in the hand, so not much we can do with that one. He activates the Fog Blade by mistake, so he ends up having to use it on his Magias. He gets a Black Dragon. Summons the Black Dragon, we bounce it back to his hand. Now he can just go Rocket Tracer, goes into Striker. Striker gets Boot Sector Launch. This will bring Tracer back, goes Boot Sector Launch, gets the Tracer on the field. Tracer effect can destroy the Boot Sector. Galactic Spyro, then he goes into Borrow Load. Borrow Load decides to attack into Firewall instead of Transcode, which is okay, but this is what gives us the opportunity to... He's going to negate Transcode, which we knew. We go in Summon Espini and go into Daddy Access Code, which also triggers Parallel Exceed. Parallel Exceed brings Parallel Exceed, and we start to clear up the field with Access Code Talker, and all we need to do is one attack. For the third game, to decide who's going to win, he starts with a Farmed Skipper and does the Revs play of revealing Spada to summon Magias and get a Parallel Exceed. And after going into some of his Dragon Link / Crusadia plays, he ends on... So he has a Spheres, Hope Harbinger, and the Abyss Dweller. This is the one that is going to destroy us. At least is not, can't use the extra deck. Right? So he shotguns that on the standby. We do Dark Ruler no more, but the effect is already in place, so we cannot summon from the graveyard. He even gets a Abzararter. We can go into Baylings. Baylings will bring the Sanctuary. We can go into the Code Talker, but unfortunately, none of our effects is going to trigger. All we could do here is set a Silent Conflict and pray, and that would definitely not be enough, so we just scoop it up from there, and we start this episode with a loss, which is good for a change, I would say. For match number 2, we're against Regrock. You probably remember it from him from a previous episode. We start Lady Debug, gets ashed. We can still go into Baylings and add Sanctuary, but that kind of stopped our play, so damn Ash. And he's playing Photon, Galaxy's Photo. So he goes into the new Starlish, old Starlish, I don't really know. He goes into this. We do use the impermanence here because we don't want it going crazier than that. And even though we have Silent Conflict, we don't have a negate. And he attacks, activate the effects of number 62 and Afterglow. And that's gonna be 12k damage. So, once again, dragons, they are our mortal enemies. But this was only game 1. Game 2, we obviously decide to go first. We activate the Silent Codec and normal summon. Lady Debug gets Ash a second time, but we do have the Called by the Grave this time. So we can go into our full combo, going into the Baylings. Baylings is going to add, going to the Parallel Exceed that's triggered by the summon of said Baylings. Then we can use our Code Generator and we're going to trigger basically everything. We have full combo here. We could probably even go into a extra link. I think I tried, but I couldn't. I don't remember exactly. Let's see how this one goes. So we are going to trigger Gachiri here. We go into Firewall. Okay, I wanted to put something here. Okay, we go Splash Mage here. We get a token, Splash Mage effect. Okay, Trigate Wizard. Oh, okay. This was the problem. I wanted to have... Oh, I could. Dude. What was I did one thing wrong, definitely. I wanted to make the Omni negate here. Sadly, I didn't. So he starts with Phantom Thrasher and goes into Phantom Sanctuary, which I just let him activate. And I'm like, yeah, what could happen? But he stops there. I don't know if he had like, if these tokens cannot attack or be used as synchro monsters. You cannot summon other monsters that turn you activate except for light. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't like link it up. I don't know how that works. But he passes, so we just make this attack 0 with our Code Radiator, and since access code is co-linked to the Trigate Wizard, we can do one attack, 10k damage. Still not the same as the 12k he did to us, but it's okay, I think. And game 3, just to decide. He makes we go first, which I think it's very interesting. Once again, our Ladybug gets Ash. This time we don't have the Called by the Grave, but this time we have our Ash of our own. And since we have Signet Codec, we have a lot of triggers that will go. Microcoder being used to make Transcode Talker. Parallel Exceed coming to the board, bringing a second copy. Microcoder did add the Signet Conflict. We go into Code Talker Inverted. This will trigger so we can summon. We're going to summon, but we get the backup secretary. I don't know why. We go into X-Code Talker. We are going to lock this zone, but this doesn't matter. All we want is to get the Link Infra Flyer and the Gachiri. We're going to use the Gachiri on the backup secretary and summon the Link Infra Flyer and make a unaffected Firewall Dragon and summon a Update Jammer. So we have double bounce because of the double co-linked. We have Signet Conflict and an Ash. So he starts with the Galaxy Soldier. We're going to conflict that so he cannot even activate the other one from his hand. And I believe that basically stops him because he activates this, tries to go into the Expedition. We're going to Ash that. We don't even get to use the bounce. And now all we have to do is Ring Shokan into Access Code Otoka, can make 2 attacks. Game. So we go battle phase and he lets us do the attack instead of scooping it up. Cool. So we have a 1-1 for now. And for the final match before the challenge, we have Ekurion, a fellow Yugi tuber. He's playing Cubics. And he starts with a Pot of Extravagance. He's going to banish 6, draw 2. He gets into a Foolish Burial Goods, which he uses to send a Cubic Dharma, and then he banishes that to get his and gets a Chrismon Nova and normal summons Den Koseka right from the side deck. We draw into a Gachiri. Den Koseka here only prevents us from setting cards, but we can still activate them. So we are going Signet Codec, normal summon Cyber Gadget, go into Balinks, Balinks add, and Gadget gives token. Token stays there. We use Code Generator from the field to go into a Code Talker, and this will trigger Code Generator and the Signet Codec. So we add Microcoder and we send Dotscaper, and totally forget to activate Dotscaper, but it's okay. We go into a Splash Mage who is going to bring Dotscaper, that now it's going to be activated together with the Signet Codec being triggered. Kinda too late. We then go Code Talker Inverted, and oh my god, they're so triggered. Signet Codec, Microcoder, Code Talker Inverted. We go Lady Debug, Nibiru, it's our worst nightmare here. We go into Shooting Code. We then go into Firewall, go into the Mining Pitching, set the Salamangreat Sanctuary, go into an Access Code, and the only reason I did it like this is because I wanted to make Access Code really big. Because he had a way to make this like 50 something attack, and I was like, how can I go over that? Well, if I use a Link 4, I can, but I ended up missing Little for 100 damage. So he goes into his Duza, activates the Dharma again, gets this, and technically speaking, at the end of the turn, I would be taking 3k damage. We would be drawing, I think. I don't know how it works. I don't know if he would die first, and for that it wouldn't be a draw. I really don't know. I believe since he takes the damage first, he would die and it wouldn't be a draw. But just to be sure, during the end phase, I am going to activate the Called by the Grave to not have his effect go off. And now I can just go battle, attack the Duza, and take the win. And for game 2, he goes first. He starts with his Vision plus a Dharma, and I'm like, okay. I have basically full combo in my hand. Not full, but almost full. So, go for it. Splash Mage. Splash Mage is going to bring Microcoder. Transcodo Toka. This brings the codec, which is kind of late, but still can be used. We can now Kodo Generator go into X-Kodo Toka. We can get Link Infra Flyer. Link Infra Flyer goes into Access Kodo Toka. And now we can just clear the Dharma. This cannot be destroyed by card effects, but we can attack and do damage. And as you know, we have Little here. So it's done. We end the episode with a 2-1. And now we go for our challenge deck. And we play against another YouTuber. That one being the Pokemonarch. If you guys don't know him, go check him out. Link in the description. He's making a sealed only Drytons. I start with Armored Bitron because that's an important piece of the challenge version of the deck. We get a Flame Buffalo that we link into Balinks. Even though the effect was negated, we can still discard one to draw 2. And we do. And we have a Called by the Grave and a compulsory evacuation device. He activates Terraforming and gets his Drytron Fafnir, which he activates, adds a monster, goes into the Nova with a Gamma. And here is where something happens. He activates Alpha, pitching an Alpha. I see that and I go Called by the Grave on the Alpha on the graveyard, which will negate the one in the hand, which is very cool. But he can still play. He goes Cyber Emergency, gets his yes, that one. Goes into a Linkuriboh, goes into a Gamma, gets the Alpha on the board, gets to summon his Drytron, this guy, attacks over our Balinks, attacks with the Linkuriboh, attacks with the Alpha, and we have only 2200 life remaining. So we draw into... Sorry, we didn't draw. This is the end phase. We send this back to the hand because we don't want this on the field. We draw into a Soling Warning, so we do have life to deal with that. So normal summon Widget Kid, which goes into a Format Skipper. And then we Link Shokan, Linkuriboh, which is protecting us from that bottomless trap hole, which is very good. And now Format Skipper triggered. We can add Gachiri effect on Widget Kid, Ring Shokan, Splash Mage effect on the Armored Bitron. We then Ring Shokan into Transcodo Toker. He tries to use the bottomless, but we use Linkuriboh's effect, Splash Mage back, Access Code, hello. Access Code use its effect. We can clear up the board. We know the only card he has in this hand, and we have a Soling Warning plus a Veiler. So we pass back, he has 2700 life, he draws into a Manju. He tries to use the Manju, we're going to Veiler it. He then tries to use one effect of the graveyard. He only has one card to pitch. We can warning that we have 200 life remaining, so he can just go straight to the battle phase, attack over the Manju, and take the challenge. And that's it. We end the episode with a 2-1 record, a challenge 1, which means 10 extra bucks. Well, guys, thank you so much for all the support. Thank you for watching till now. I hope you're having fun. I do these videos because I have fun making them and because I like Vrains, I like Cyberse, I like Code Talkers, and I like So, thank you all. Remember to subscribe, and leave a like, leave a comment, and see you guys next time. I'm logging out.